Like, the music I make depends on what I'm listening to at the time. But to describe how I sound, I guess I will just say I'm an electronic singer-songwriter. The latest stuff that I drew from for my album that just came out, I was listening to a lot of like early 80s. It's called post-disco. After all the hype of the 70s, like you have this really engaging rhythm, but then parang may sense of bittersweetness, I guess. That was also the period where synthesizers started becoming more incorporated in popular music. Another weird, like totally opposite side of the influence, 2008. So that was around the time dubstep started to become a thing. As early as 4 years old, 5, my parents noticed that when I was watching TV, I wasn't really watching what was happening on the screen, but I would always be like humming the theme song of the thing, or they sort of figured that I would be into music. It got to a point where I was really into classical piano, and then I wanted to start my own band, and then I wanted to do like solo songwriting stuff. That's when I really also started exploring the other side of things, the writing, so I took up literature. Learning electronic music was a different thing. Like I didn't understand it when I was in high school. I thought that it was all copy-paste. And when I started playing guitar, the bands that were popular were like Red Hot Chili Peppers. I listened to a lot of Incubus. In that sense, it sort of became a gateway to electronic music. Like they had a turntablist. I had to study abroad for a few months. All I had was a laptop for school. I downloaded a music program and I learned from my roommate how to make beats. And that's actually the very beginning of Nights of Rizal. Nights of Rizal, I don't know, it's a pun. It was a tongue-in-cheek thing when I started MySpace, and then it stuck. So, okay, panindigan ko na lang. So, I just always say na nights as in gabi, Rizal as in antipolo. I kind of like the idea that I can make music wherever I want with a laptop. Like, it's actually more fun when I don't know where I'm gonna work. The nice thing about making music with a laptop is I can start with the music. Like, I can loop it like the whole time. And then lastly, you can just start with the lyrics. Like, just based on how a verse flows into a chorus back and then into the second verse. And then how the same idea of the chorus builds, because after the second verse, you've set a different context for the chorus. So when it comes in again, there's more meaning attached to it. But I still think the best way is when it just hits me. Should I pursue music full-time? I mean, I've tried. I feel like if I pursue the art side of things too much, that kind of might dilute the art side. Parang art imitates life, diba? Music to me is a way to discover what I really want to say without having to think about it first. Music is a way for me to dig deep and to confront the truth that I can't confront on a conscious level. I don't know, was that a coherent thought? Parang it's hard to answer what music is when the whole point when I make music is I don't want to know what it is, I just want to make it.